So, 7th graders, today's lesson is about fractions. And specifically, okay, listen please. Stop making noises. Thank you. Specifically fractions. And understanding that the denominator cannot be 0 in a fraction. Okay, we've worked on fractions before. A fraction can tell you how many parts out of the total, or it can tell you a ratio of two different things. The number of boys in the class versus the number of girls in the class. Those are two different things, and that can be written as a ratio. Okay? How many boys are there in this class? 11. And girls? 10. So the ratio of boys to girls is 11 to 10. Okay? What is the fraction of boys in the class though? 11 out of 21. So it's the amount out of the total. What is the fraction of girls in the class? 10 to 21. Right. 10 out of 21. So you understand there's a difference between ratios that compare different things and fractions that compare the amount out of the total number. That's a little bit about this. And then the denominator can never be 0 in a fraction. Okay? Can the numerator be 0? Yeah, you could have 0 boys out of the total. Okay. Or 0 girls.
Yeah! No, that's not possible.
That would be boring though.
Yeah. Whoa! We don't need girls.
Alright, what is equivalent? What does equivalent in a fraction mean? I know this is an interesting 7th grade subject, boys and girls, but we're talking about fractions. What does equivalent mean? Caleb? Equal what? What's equal? Equal amounts. What's different about equivalent fractions? They're not exactly the same. Asa? When you have equal fractions, let's say that we have 3/4. Okay? So to make a fraction 3/4, I'm going to make this one. What's this fraction of green?
3/4.
No, the green one.
It's 3/6.
No.
Wait a minute. It's 6/8.
Yeah, I forgot to draw this line. There we go. Now what is it, Asa?
6/8.
6/8, right? So 3/4 is equal to 6/8, right? And what is equal? What is equal about these fractions? They're even. 3 isn't even. What do you mean even?
Oh, I thought you were talking about 6.
No. What is equivalent about these fractions? It says equivalent means what? The same total amount, right? Are these the same total amount?
Yep.
So, yeah. What's different about them, Johnny? The denominator is larger, which means the pieces are smaller. There's more of them. The pieces are smaller. So when you have a bigger denominator, it means the pieces are smaller, right? If we just have 1/2, would you rather have 1/2 of 10 or 1/8 of Or 1/5 of 10?
First one.
Yeah, 1/2. Since a smaller denominator. Okay, $10.
Yes.
Yeah. You'd rather have $5 than 1/5 of $10, which is $2. Because when you have a bigger denominator, that means the pieces are smaller. The denomination is smaller, okay? Now, equivalent fractions. How do we find equivalent fractions? How do we find fractions that are equal amounts but different numbers? What are we doing here? 2/8 and 8/32. Luke? Multiplication by a fraction that's equal to 1, isn't it? 4/4. So 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 4 is 32. So these are equivalent fractions. The numerator is multiplied by the same number as the denominator. Okay? We're not changing the amount, we're just multiplying it by 1, aren't we? 4/4 is 1, isn't it? Remember that? So that's why we are not changing the actual amount, we're just changing the size of the pieces. And how many we have. We could simplify it. Look, let's simplify 2/8. Look at this example. What do you do to simplify 2/8? Garrett?
1/4.
But what do you do to simplify it to 1/4?
Divided by 2.
Divide both numbers by 2. Why 2? Why 2? Trinity. Taking notes? Why? But 2 and 8, what's 2 and 8 have a common factor, don't they? What goes into both 2 and 8? 2 does. Right? And so if you divide 2 by 2, you get 1. And if you divide 8 by 2, you get 4. Look. Is this in lowest terms?
Yes.
Is that simplest form?
Yes.
Why? Why is 1/4 simplest form? I'm talking to you. And you're all listening. What? Exactly. No other numbers can go into both 1 and 4. Okay, they don't have any more common factors. And so this is simplest form. Okay? You'll know if it's simplest form when the numerator and the denominator are, if one is prime and it doesn't go into the other, or if they don't have any other common factors. Okay?
Can we take it down?
This, yes.
Okay, so
Yep. Write this down. And any number over the same number is its reciprocal, which equals 1. So what is 2, what is 2x over 3x equal to? 2x over 3x. We simplify that?
No.
Yeah. Yep. 2x over 3x is equal to just 2/3. Because x over x, x divided by x, if x is a number and it's divided by itself, it's equal to 1. 4 over 4 is 1, isn't it?
Wait, then wouldn't it be 2/3 x?
No, 2/3 times 1 is just 2/3.
But then if you did it. But why would it be time?
We are x divided by x. Is 1. Remember what reciprocals mean?
It's 1x, so send the x down. That's what's in
1x.
Because there's 1x.
No, there's just 1.
I know, shouldn't it show down there?
No, it's just the number 1, not 1x. Look, let's say that, let me show you what that is. Okay, so it's 2 times x. Let me write it this way. 2x over 2x, right? Oh, I'm sorry, 3x. There we go. All right, so we're simplifying 2x over 3x, okay? Let's say that x is 4.
Okay. What if it is?
So then that equals 2 times 4 over 3 times 4, right?
8 over 12?
What's 2 times 4 over 3 times 4?
8 over
8 over 12. And what would we reduce that to?
4 over 6. 4.
Okay, 4
2 over 6. 2 over
3.
2 over
3. Now, class, listen. Listen to this. This is important. Listen to this. If you just have the variable x over itself, it equals the same thing. It's just 2/3. The x's cancel each other out, don't they?
Yeah.
Because when you have the same number divided by itself, it's equal to what? It's equal to 1. We're just doing 2/3 times 1. What's 2/3 times 1? 2/3.
Wait, what if
Okay.
you, do you have to do the work though? Can you
What?
just like cross off, like if that problem shows up, can you just cross off the x?
You just cross off the x. Yep.
Yes.
You just cross off the x. That's what I'm trying to tell you to do. Just cross off the x. Okay? Now, let's look at your assignment. Class, listen. That was number 14. Look at number 16 in your assignment.
Okay.
B over B times C. Yep. Okay, look at this one. B over B times C. What's B divided by B? 1. So put a 1 there and a 1 there. What's left in the numerator, Max? In the numerator. No, in the numerator. 1. What's left in the denominator? 1C. So we crossed off the b's because b divided by b is 1. And we're left with 1c on the bottom and just a 1 in the numerator. Okay? Does that make sense? Remember what I just showed you? If we put a 4 here, 4 divided by 4 is 1. And so b divided by b is 1. And we're left with c on the bottom.
Oh, because it's 1C here. It's 1C here.
Right. Number 18.
Exactly, so I just put C.
Number 18. 8 times E times R over 12E. What can we cancel out and what can we simplify in this one? What can we do with this variable? Cross it out. Yep. That's a 1. That's a 1.
So 8.
What else can we do to reduce this? Garrett?
You can divide 8 and 12, but you can like simplify them.
Yeah, let's factor out what number?
8,
4.
12.
4. Good.
Yeah.
How many 4s are there?
2.
2 4s.
3.
3 4s. Now, write it in simplest form. 2r over
3.
Very good.
We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay! What about the 1 though?
Okay, one more. One more. Let's see. Let's do this one, number 34. 5c squared d over
This number is
15c. This is number 34. Okay? Next. Remember, you already got one more here, okay? So pay attention here. Great. What can we take out of these?
Well, we can do the 5 and 15, make the 5 more.
5 and
We can do
Yep.
divide by 5, and then
Divide them
also
both by
negative
5.
3. And then with the C, we can make it just a normal C, because we're taking off one of the C's.
right. Look here, Asa. There's 2 C's on this line. Because this is C times C. Right? And you're only going to cross out one of them. Yep, because there's only one on the bottom. So, we cross one out. We're left with one. And now write the simplest form. Johnny? 1/3. What? What's this?
It's like an F. It's a cursive F.
1 CD. That's a bad way for CD.
1 CD.
I like
Okay.
CDs.
Any questions? Your assignment is 2 to 36 evens.
Yes!
Okay?
What is it?
2 to 36 evens.
2 to 36.